What is wisdom?
I'll make my own decisions. What a stupid thing to say. Lord, I need you every day.
Bookman and Secret. Bookman and Secret, the sun and the moon.
Proverbs 3 says this: My son, do not forget my law, but let your heart keep my commands. For length of days and long life and peace they will add to you. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart, and so find favor and high esteem in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Strong's Concordance says this: Chachma. Brown Driver Briggs digs into this. Skill in war. Wisdom? It goes on to say, wisdom in administration. Solomon's wisdom included this with other forms of cleverness and shrewdness. Wisdom, prudence in religious affairs. Wisdom, ethical and religious. Of God, as a divine attribute or energy. The divine wisdom is personified as she. Of man, to get wisdom is principle. Its fundamental principle is to fear God and know the All-Holy. It is of inestimable worth, beyond the reach of scorners. God gives it to the good. Men are to incline the ear, attend unto wisdom, seek wisdom, know wisdom, behold wisdom. Proverbs 4 says to get her. Remember, wisdom can be personified as a her. Treat her as a sister. Happy the man who finds her. He who has wisdom is. Strong's Exhaustive Concordance says this: skillful, wisdom, wisely, wit, from chakam. Sound wisdom is used throughout the book of Job, Proverbs, Isaiah, and Micah. Strong's Concordance says this: tushia, sound, efficient wisdom, or abiding success. Strong's Exhaustive Concordance makes these notes: foreigner, inhabitant, sojourner, stranger, from an unused root probably meaning to substantiate, support, or by implication, ability, direct help, in purpose and undertaking, intellectual understanding, enterprise, that which is, substance, sound wisdom, working. Understanding, which is used throughout the Old Testament. Strong's Concordance says this about the word tabun, an understanding. Strong's Exhaustive Concordance goes on to say fruit, gain, increase, revenue, intelligence, by implication, an argument, by extension, discretion, reason, skillfulness, understanding, wisdom. And used throughout the New Testament, gnosis, a knowing or knowledge. Helps Word Studies says this: to experientially know, functional working knowledge gleaned from firsthand personal experience, connecting theory to application. Application knowledge gained in by a direct relationship is only as accurate, reliable as the relationship it derives from. For example, the Gnostics boasted of their applied knowledge gained by their personal spiritual experiences, and it was disastrous. Gnosticism is literally the cult based on having special personal knowledge. Strong's Exhaustive Concordance says this of knowledge. Science. From gnosko, the act of knowing. By implication, knowledge. Now, what does culture say about these words? Oxford Languages says this of wisdom. The quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment, the quality of being wise. Merriam-Webster says this: ability to discern inner qualities and relationships, insight, good sense, judgment, generally accepted belief, accumulated philosophical or scientific learning, knowledge, a wise attitude, belief, or course of action, the teachings of wise men. Dictionary.com says this: the quality or state of being wise, knowledge of what is true or right coupled with just judgment as to action, discernment or insight, scholarly knowledge or learning, the wisdom of schools, wise sayings or teachings, precepts, a wise act or saying. Proverbs 9 says this: instruct the wise, and they will be wiser still. Teach the righteous, and they will add to their learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For through wisdom your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise, your wisdom will reward you. If you're a mocker, you alone will suffer. Folly is an unruly woman. She is simple and knows nothing. She sits at the door of her house on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling out to those who pass by, who go straight on their way. Let all who are simple come to my house. To those who have no sense, she says, stolen water is sweet. Food eaten in secret is delicious. But little do they know that the dead are there, that her guests are deep in the realm of the dead. 1 Corinthians 2 says this: however, as it is written, what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love him. These are the things God has revealed to us by his Spirit. The Spirit searches all things, even the deep things of God. For who knows a person's thoughts except their own spirit within them? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. What we have received is not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God, so that we may understand what God has freely given us. This is what we speak, not in words taught us by human wisdom, but in words taught by the Spirit, explaining spiritual realities with Spirit-taught words. Are we really using wisdom all the time anymore? I just want to make sure we self-check ourselves. Are we using sound wisdom, Spirit-led wisdom, or are we letting the world tell us what wisdom is? I wanted to also make sure you know about the Bible studies that we're doing here at Metamorphic Grace Worship Arts Studio this year. Come here every day to hear the recording of a year of wisdom. This year of wisdom is a slow walk through the books of Job, Ecclesiastes, and Proverbs. We're going to actually sit on these books for 12 months. Yeah, I said 12 months. We are going to read each one of these books in a different translation each month. you can actually download the reading plan. And another reading plan I wrote out is reading through the Bible, mostly in chronological order. I hope to see you there, and the comments will be open on the Year of Wisdom readings, so we can discuss and talk about what your thoughts are on today's reading. Blessings. And once again, thank you for being here today. Hit the subscribe button and click the bell, and you'll get notifications on the next time we have a video here. Blessings.